it's a day for a little bit of bench racing and perhaps for some horse trading as well. Good Saturday morning to you and welcome to Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, brought to you by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. Racing Radio here on Outlaw Country AM 1400. I'm your host, Mike Stanhope, and thank you for joining us today. It is on, and oh, what a start last Saturday to the 2014 racing season at Cocopah Speedway. A big crowd and exciting race action across the board, as the first event of the new year was definitely not lacking in the excitement department. And even though today is not a race day, there's still some excitement in the air, more along the lines of the thrill of the hunt and the search for a bargain, as the Speedway's first ever motorsports and racers swap meet is going on right now on the Speedway grounds. Buying, selling, trading, all happening today in the racers swap meet, from full cars to parts and accessories. And a little later on in today's program, we'll be checking in out at Cocopah Speedway for more on that motorsports swap meet. First, though, a final look back at last Saturday's kickoff to the 2014 race season. Intense action from top to bottom, which included the first official races in the new IMCA hobby stock division and breakthrough drives for a couple of competitors returning to victory lane for the first time in quite a while. And first time in today's race recap, we'll go to the IMCA Modifieds, where it was a three-car battle right down to the wire. Imperial's Lance Maury in the 19 SB, Glendale's Ryan Roth in the number 45, and Farmington, New Mexico's Zane DeVilbiss, the 2010 IMCA Modified National Champion, the 18Z, all racing extremely close quarters over the final 5 laps of the race. Maury ultimately getting alongside of Roth on lap 24, the two racing side by side from there, with Maury taking the win by just a couple of inches.
First time with a crate motor, still got a lot to learn, but a lot of weird stuff going on, carburetors spitting and sputtering, so I figured when I couldn't just roll up to Ryan, I figured I'd just keep my foot to the floorboard and hope for the best.
In racing to that win, Maury found a little extra speed by taking a slightly higher line than Roth and DeVilbiss, both of whom were down hugging the apron.
I knew Zane's real fast. I mean, he's last year's Western Regional, so I know I'm not just out here screwing around myself. So, and Ryan was lightning quick all night, so I thought for sure I'd get up to his door, but instead I just had to drive her in a different line. So made it work. Happy. Last year we won the opener, and hopefully have the same kind of season like we did last year here, except for the last 5 races.
And Maury's margin at the line over Roth, get this, just 37 one-thousandths of a second. Man, that is close. Roth in that number 2 spot, overcoming a loose body panel that was flapping up against his driver's side window. DeVilbiss just a couple of car lengths further back to take third. Moving on now to the Pro Stocks, where Brawley, California's Brent Ashurst driving the number 21, laid back early, but then charged out of the middle of the pack in racing to the win. Early race leader Brett Samala in the number 1 had looked to have things well in hand until a late race caution bunched the field, setting the stage for Asher's move to the front.
Well, we've gotten a lot of wrecks recently from trying to, push too soon. So we just kind of laid back, wait for everyone to kind of single file out, and then pick our moment and go. But put a new motor in it, and it really pulls, and we're really happy with it. And I don't know. I don't even know what to say. It's been so long since we've been here. I feel like we should have been here, 20 times since our last win, but I don't know. I'm speechless.
Asher saw limited action in 2013, says he's definitely looking forward to running the full 2014 schedule. Samala, whose engine was exhibiting the telltale signs of a miss, he was still right on Asher's back bumper at the finish. Yuma's Joe Haynes in the 17Z settled for the 3rd finishing spot. Moving on next to the Fisher Automotive Street Stocks, where Yuma's Adolfo Noriega in the number 35 took the first win of the new year.
Yeah, it feels pretty good, Mike. It was a nice track tonight. We guessed right with our setup, and felt good, felt real good. This is a fun track to drive when it's like this.
Noriega led the final 12 laps of the race in taking the win over Chula Vista's Manny Baldivias in the number 77. A race, though, that was closer than it may sound, as Baldivias applied intense pressure to Noriega throughout. Noriega had made a couple of adjustments to his car after the evening's heats, changing out some spacers, biasing more weight to the rear, changes, he said, that allowed him to be more comfortable running up high.
Yeah, I thought that if I went on the outside at first, some of these guys wouldn't want to step up there. And I knew just by looking at the track and observing some of the guys that ran heat races before us, that I could plant my car there. So that's how we got to the front pretty quick.
As noted, Noriega for the win by just a quarter of a second over Baldivias for that second spot. And Yuma's Jimmy Davey, driving the number 144, laid down a strong run in finishing third. Meanwhile, the IMC8 Northern Sport Mods, it was front to back and then back up front again for Yuma's Josh Wood in the J11. An emotional victory for Wood, his first in the IMC8 Northern Sport Mods. Wood led early, then went to the back after contact with a lap car. Timmy Reese in the number 38 then getting to the inside of Wood to take the lead. Well, the tables turned yet again with 4 to go. Caution, bunching the field again. And from there, Wood got back by Reese and motored off to the win. Wood's margin of victory just about a half a second.
I just want to thank everyone that helped me get the car together. Bobby Horton built the whole car, all my sponsors, and I'm just glad to be out here.
Wood was a regular in the modifieds over a decade ago, saw action in just a handful of races last year, mostly driving a street stock, and, well, he said it's nice to be settling back in.
I'm just a little rusty. I'd get a rhythm, and then I'd lose it, and then I'd get a rhythm again, and then hopefully I'll get better.
Wood there in victory lane. Reese did take the number 2 spot, and Imperial Shannon Muhammad, driving the 5K in a debut at Cocopah Speedway, took third place. Finally, we move into the Napa Auto Parts IMCA Hobby Stocks, their first ever official race at Cocopah Speedway, replacing the former factory stock division. 3 cars taking the green flag, and in the end, it was Yuma's Craig Ebers in the number 22 driving off with a feature win. Ebers excited about his win in the new division, says he's looking for more speed in the weeks ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna change the bodies, lighten it up a little bit, hopefully go a little faster.
And obviously going to be more competition as we'll see more cars back into the division, of course, as the weeks go along.
Definitely looking forward to more cars. I mean, it's great running and winning, but I'd like to have more than 3 cars out for sure.
Ebers there in victory lane. Yuma's Brent Wofford, driving the number 27, took the second spot, with Yuma's Brian Johnson in the number 42 taking third. A variety of issues kept several competitors from running that first ever IMCA Hobby Stock race. One of them, Yuma's Jason Bashir's, driver of the number 64, with late word that he is planning on a return next week, while newcomer Alec Garibay has just about completed work on a reconversion of the factory stock that he recently purchased from Jordan White. A number of other drivers also missing out because of holiday commitments, so we'll anticipate quick growth in the ranks of the IMCA Hobby Stocks. Well, last Saturday's race action, of course, marked the start of the chase for the 2014 season championships at Cocopah Speedway. All 5 divisions set to see action again a week from today. Round number 2 of the 2014 Cocopah Speedway Racing Series coming next Saturday out at the Diamond in the Desert. And we'll have a full recap of the top 5 in all 5 divisions next week here on Laptime Live. Well, maybe no racing tonight, but Cocopah Speedway remains a beehive of activity today as the Speedway's first ever motorsports and racers swap meet is going on right now out on the Speedway grounds. And next here on Laptime Live, we'll be checking in on the activities going on out at the Speedway today. All coming up here on Racing Radio, Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, brought to you by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating.
Need to order stickers? SignPro can produce custom stickers with your logo or business information. Give them to your customers or label your equipment for a great professional look. That's SignPro, 783-7776, or stop by 1702 South Arizona Avenue. SignPro, where they are perfect to the letter.
I wish to go swimming with dolphins. I wish to go see a space shuttle launch. I wish to go see glaciers in
The Make-A-Wish Foundation grants many wishes that start with the words, I wish to go.
I wish to go play in the New York Philharmonic.
So if you have unused frequent flyer miles, there's a child with a life-threatening condition who could use them.
I wish to go see snow.
We all have the power to grant a wish through the Make-A-Wish Foundation. To donate miles, visit wish.org radio.
Ring in the new year at the 20th Annual Yuma Home and Garden Show at the Yuma Civic Center, January 10th, 11th, and 12th.
This show continues to be your one-stop place to learn, save, and gather new ideas in everything to do with home improvement, decorating, and much more.
See hundreds of displays, talk to leading experts, and take advantage of discount show-only prices.
Bring in your antiques for free evaluations from TV celebrity Daniel Buck Souls, who appeared as an appraiser on Antiques Roadshow.
See gourmet cooking demonstrations and sample free food by area chefs.
Win one of 2 week-long vacation getaways. Choose from thousands of luxurious resorts throughout the world, valued at up to $2,500 each.
Visit the Federated Garden Clubs of Yuma's beautiful garden displays. Enjoy an abundant selection of plants for sale and attend informative seminars.
Early birds get a free chamois.
Don't miss the Yuma Home and Garden Show, January 10th, 11th, and 12th at the Yuma Civic Center. Get discount coupons at Lowe's or visit yumahomeandgardenshow.com.
There's just 2 days left. Winners must be 18. No purchase necessary.
Cut!
Hey, it's Demi Lovato.
And I'm Joe Jonas. There's so much in the world to celebrate. The movies have their night to honor the best of film. The finest athletes compete for the podium. Musicians have their time to shine. But how do we honor the kids who are making a difference?
With We Day, filling stadiums around the world to celebrate the good that young people do.
Follow We Day on Twitter and Facebook.
With each follow, school supplies will be given to a child overseas.
We Day.
Join the movement.
Yuma Investment Group Wealth Management is offering a free educational seminar Tuesday, January 14th at 6 p.m. at the Yuma County Main Library. Learn the ins and outs of your Social Security benefits. Married or divorced? One wrong decision could reduce the amount your survivor will receive. Discover options and strategies that can help maximize your benefits and enhance your overall financial plan. Call 329-1700 to reserve your spot today. Securities offered through LPL Financial Member FINRA SIPC.
Beer for those memorable moments when you introduce your child to potential alcohol abuse.
Remember that the younger he starts drinking, the more likely he is to abuse it. Don't give alcohol to your kids. To learn more, visit www.foryourchild.org or call 1-877-767-8844. A message from Mothers Against Drunk Driving and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Racing Radio. Cocopah Speedway is Laptime Live, brought to you by Cocopah Casino, ran by 1 hour air conditioning and heating here on Outlaw Country, AM 1400. And we take the show on the road for a few minutes this morning as we're on the grounds of Cocopah Speedway for the first ever Motorsports and Racers Swap Meet. I'm joined by Greg Burgess, Director of Operations at Cocopah Speedway. And Greg, first question, how did this event come about?
Well, Mike, it's all, as you know, it's all about building the speedway, and exchanging parts is one of the ways to do that. All these guys have been racing for numerous years, sort of started in one class, worked to another, and all of them have developed parts of one kind or another that they no longer need anymore. However, a guy just starting out or a guy that's currently racing a division, they may be able to use some of this stuff. So it's a little bit of a morale builder, try and get some guys together on a non-race day and do some talking and visiting, and hopefully they can sell some of their goods, which will be useful to someone else in another division, or also maybe just starting out. As you can see, we've got a great variety of stuff here, all the way from a bare piston to a full-on chassis, and I see a couple of full-on race cars. And then as long as we were doing it, we decided to include sand cars and any kind of motorsports. So that's where it started, and the been like everything we've done here. We've got to start out with something. You can't build anything until you have a foundation. So here we are laying more groundwork for the future. And I'm real happy to see, I think there's probably close to 20 people here selling, or 20 different teams selling, and we'll build on it. I know there's still some on the road on their way here, and what a beautiful day to be here. The music's on, we got some food and drinks going, and the guys all seem to be in great moods.
I'm seeing a lot of smiles on a lot of faces this morning. Got to be pleased with the turnout so far. And again, top to bottom in terms of, what somebody can come out and take a look at and perhaps negotiate for. As you noted, full rollers, cages, chassis, and parts galore.
Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff here. And like I say, the way this event will become real helpful in the future is for those guys just wanting to start out and get into, say, the hobby stock division, or maybe start out in one of the modifieds. They can come out here and not only buy some parts, but they can get some great knowledge from some of the guys that are here selling stuff as well. And it'll help those divisions grow over time. Some of the divisions, as you know, we've got less than a dozen cars in, and this is how we build it. It's all about the speedway and building it and trying to help out the racers. This is an expensive sport, and if we can help some guys put a little cash in their pocket while the other guys can spend a little bit less than they would buying new parts, then great deal for everyone.
You mentioned the knowledge, and I think that's a really important part of what's going on today, and that is somebody who's out taking a look at a full car, or perhaps just procuring parts for a car. As we see in racing, almost never does that come just part alone. Advice on how to use it, definitely a big part of it.
Yeah, it was great. First thing, a couple of the first guys here this morning, Adolfo and Kent, and had a great visit with both of them, and a couple of very knowledgeable guys about the sport and multiple divisions, and both very talkative, here to spend the day. And they'll share knowledge or parts or whatever's needed to help guys get started. Everyone here is really behind the Speedway and want to see the divisions grow and the Speedway grow over time, so I think it'll be a real good deal in the future.
We can look forward to some additional growth on this event, perhaps.
Oh, I think so, for sure, and it's our first time, like say, and we'll do additional advertising in the future, but you always have to start somewhere, and so I can see this event really growing, possibly tying in with a car show, and really growing in the future and being a major part of our schedule.
Well, the activities will continue at the Speedway until 3 o'clock this afternoon, and you are certainly invited to come on out, take a look around. As we noted, from full cars to individual parts, spotted some apparel on sale at a couple of places as well, and lots of delicious food and drink as always here at the Speedway.
Yeah, please, everybody, stop out here if you can. Give a few minutes of your time to these racers and teams and come see what they've got for sale. And if nothing else, tell them hello and tell them you appreciate them racing out here. And if you've not been to an event yet, I really invite you to get out here, as it's really exciting racing and just a fabulous facility to spend a Saturday night at. And what a perfect time of year with the weather we've got right now. I noted last night at, I think, 11 o'clock, it was still 57 degrees outside. What perfect weather to sit outside and enjoy the fresh air and some great racing.
I was going to make note, too, even if not in the market for parts today, of course, the gates to the Speedway grounds are open for this event, and perhaps for people who've not been out in the last couple of years, a great opportunity to see what's been happening out here.
Yeah, I've actually got a couple of people, one that I've already given a tour of the tower and the skybox and VIP suites, and the grandstands are open. Our new souvenir stand is open, and come out and look around and pick out where you might want to sit next event and visit with us. We'd love to have you here, and it really is a facility that the whole community should be very proud of.
Greg Burgess is the Director of Operations at Cocopah Speedway. Again, Cocopah Speedway today, the site of the first ever Motorsports and Racers Swap Meet. That continues until 3 o'clock this afternoon. You are listening to Racing Radio. It's Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, brought to you by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating here on Outlaw Country AM 1400.
Can you tell if the surfaces in this kitchen are crawling with bacteria that could cause chronic arthritis? Listen. Can't, can you? You can't see it either. Wash surfaces, utensils, and hands frequently with soapy water while preparing food, especially when handling raw meats or eggs. Raw food may contain bacteria that can make you very sick, or worse. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year, and roughly 3,000 will die. But you can keep your family safer by cleaning with soap and water as you go. Learn more about this and other important information. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. That's foodsafety.gov. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Ring in the new year at the 20th Annual Yuma Home and Garden Show at the Yuma Civic Center, January 10th, 11th, and 12th.
This show continues to be your one-stop place to learn, save, and gather new ideas in everything to do with home improvement, decorating, and much more.
See hundreds of displays, talk to leading experts, and take advantage of discount show-only prices.
Bring in your antiques for free evaluations from TV celebrity Daniel Buck Souls, who appeared as an appraiser on Antiques Roadshow.
See gourmet cooking demonstrations and sample free food by area chefs.
Win one of 2 week-long vacation getaways. Choose from thousands of luxurious resorts throughout the world, valued at up to $2,500 each.
Visit the Federated Garden Clubs of Yuma's beautiful garden displays. Enjoy an abundant selection of plants for sale and attend informative seminars.
Early birds get a free chamois.
Don't miss the Yuma Home and Garden Show, January 10th, 11th, and 12th at the Yuma Civic Center. Get discount coupons at Lowe's or visit YumaHomeandGardenShow.com.
There's just 2 days left. Winners must be 18. No purchase necessary. Today, luck is on your side more than ever, Arizona. That's because the new Lucky Life Scratchers from the Arizona Lottery are here, and they can make you win and win again. The top prize for these tickets is $5,000 a week for the next 20 years. That's right. You could keep winning for the next 2 decades. Plus, you can take home thousands in second chance prizes. All you got to do is stop by your local Arizona Lottery retailer. Tickets are $1, $2, $5, and $10. So get yours and make this your lucky day. The Arizona Lottery. You can't win if you don't play.
Welcome to the Year of Freedom with Clear Talk Wireless, where we all stand up together and say no to restrictions to your wireless plan. No contracts, no data caps, no limitations, ever. And Clear Talk always gives you the freedom to flash your current phone so you can keep it. That's the freedom of Clear Talk Wireless, and it's enough to make you feel as free as a panda. You know, because pandas don't wear pants.
Discover the value of freedom with Clear Talk. Get 4 lines of truly unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month per line on Clear Talk's nationwide network.
Clear Talk. More value, more freedom. More at ClearTalkWireless.com.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Blackwell, news director for Outlaw Country. Yuma has been my home for over 20 years. I'm raising my family here, and I love being a part of this community. I truly do care about Yuma and keeping everyone up to date on local news and things that impact our area. Please tune in for local news with me, Jennifer Blackwell, the voice you can trust. First, fast, local, and accurate. You can also follow the latest news on the Outlaw Country Facebook page. You can find us at facebook.com/OutlawYuma.
Welcome back to Racing Radio. It's Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, brought to you by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating here on Outlaw Country AM 1400. Once again, I'm your host, Mike Stanhope. Just visited a couple of minutes ago with Director of Operations Greg Burgess out at Cocopah Speedway regards the first ever Motorsports and Racers Swap Meet. And again, that continuing today until 3 o'clock this afternoon. And again, if you're just looking to scope stuff out, well, admission is free to take a look at all of the items on display and to perhaps buy or trade for. Food and drink also available. And And hey, if we're not racing today, well, what better way to spend an afternoon than knee-deep in some awesome race car parts and more. Again, all the parts of the Cocopah Speedway Motorsports and Racers Swap Meet going on until 3 o'clock this afternoon. And just checking back in momentarily, as we noted during that prior segment, several full-blown race cars ready to, you could literally hop into them and go racing this coming Saturday, available out there. Among them, a couple of IMCA modified, some Pro Stocks also available, at least one Sport Mod chassis, and of course all the parts and accessories that you'd need to put them out on the track. So again, if you've ever had that thought, today a great day to, well, perhaps act on that thought out at the Motorsports and Racers Swap Meet. Again, it's on until 3 o'clock this afternoon out at Cocopah Speedway. Hey, lots of other big happenings out and around the Cocopah Entertainment Complex, which of course includes the Speedway and also Cocopah Casino. And here to tell us more about them this morning, good morning to you, Anna Corpus.
Hello, Mike. It's Plinko time. Drawings are every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday between 7 and 10 p.m. from now until March 1st, and there's one winner every hour. To enter, you must have a Cash Club card, and you'll receive one entry for every 20 points earned per day. And get this, there's no limit on points per day, so get your Plinko points today. Looking ahead to Monday, Cocopah Bend RV and Golf Resort is hosting its monthly craft fair inside the ballroom from 8 until 12. While you're there, you can step into the new 19th Hole restaurant or continue shopping at the newly expanded golf shop. Cocopah Bend is located at 6800 Strand Avenue. Call 343-1663 for tee times. And mark your calendars, basketball fans. AWC Matadors will host Cocopah Night during a doubleheader basketball game. Join Cocopah representatives on Saturday, January 18th inside the AWC gym starting at 5:30. You'll have the opportunity to win free golf rounds, tickets to the races at Cocopah Speedway, and a free night's hotel stay. So see you there. And remember, you can always keep up to date on all Cocopah Enterprises by checking out their Facebook pages. See you next week.
Thank you very much, Anna, and we will indeed look forward to seeing you next week. Again, information on those activities and more, all available through Cocopah.com. Just as easy to find out all you need to know about Cocopah Speedway, including the new option for online ticketing and race registration. All you have to do is stop in at CocopahSpeedway.com, and again, be sure to like us on Facebook. Hey, you'll find lots of handy links there as well to the casino, the resort and conference center, all of that and more, again, through CocopahSpeedway.com. Well, next week, we get set for racing again, round number 2 of the 2014 Cocopah Speedway Racing Series, all 5 divisions in action next Saturday night out at the Diamond in the Desert, with gates open at 5 next Saturday, race time 7 p.m. Again, that advanced ticket option available through CocopahSpeedway.com, or you can pick up tickets at the Cocopah Casino gift shop or Yuma area Napa Auto Parts stores. You've been listening to Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. Hey, we'll be back with more next Saturday morning, 11 a.m. here on Outlaw Country AM 1400.